Are you part of the 81% of US adults with a checking account? Well, that's great. But did you know that nearly 80% of Americans are missing out on the essential accounts to truly grow their wealth? Don't be left behind. Today, we're going to share 6 must-have accounts for financial success. Think of it as a treasure hunt for your financial future. And for those who stick around, we've got a bonus account, especially for parents. So grab your map and let's go. So let's start with the account that's probably already in your wallet. The checking account. Since about 81% of US American adults have this, I won't go deep into this. But at a high level, it's the one you use for your daily transactions, from paying bills to making purchases. But did you know? Ideally, your account should only hold enough cash to cover your monthly transactions and no more than that. So any excess cash you have is best stored in a high-yield savings account or an investment account, which is what we'll dive into next. Now let's talk about the account that's often overlooked but can make a huge difference in your financial future, the high-yield savings account. Think of it as a regular savings account, but on steroids, thanks to its significantly higher interest rate. So you might ask, why does this matter? It matters because it ensures your savings not only grows, but also outpaces inflation, preserving your money over time. Currently, in the US, inflation hovers around 3.75%. Meanwhile, most savings accounts offer a meager 0.33%, with some big banks going as low as 0.01%. In contrast to this, high-yield savings accounts offer 4 to 5% APY. That's 400 to 500 times your money. And surprisingly, about 80% of Americans don't have this. So imagine this, $20,000 in a standard savings account at 0.05% interest would yield a mere $100 over 10 years. But in a high-yield savings account at 4%, that's over $8,000 in the same time span. That's a huge difference. For top banks, online banks like Ally and SoFi lead the pack. They don't have physical branches, which means that they can offer better interest rates and no minimum requirements. Plus, with FDIC insurance of up to $250,000, your money is safe. These accounts are ideal for goals such as building an emergency fund or saving for a down payment. For a deep dive into selecting the best account, you can check out my video over here. Now, remember, while these accounts offer competitive rates, they do fluctuate, and they're also not designed for building wealth or retirement. For those objectives, you want to explore the next 2 accounts. So next we have workplace sponsored retirement accounts. These retirement accounts are a powerful tool for saving for retirement and are offered often by your employers in various forms. In the UK, it's often called the Occupational Pension Scheme. In Hong Kong, it's the Mandatory Provident Fund. And in the US, it's called the 401k. In the US, for 401ks, there are 2 popular types of accounts, traditional and Roth. Traditional 401ks are a tax-advantaged retirement account offered by many employers. They're designed to encourage Americans to save for retirement and offer tax savings. Basically, you contribute your pre-tax money, which grows tax-free until you withdraw it during retirement. So, for an example, if you earned $100,000 and you contribute 20% of your salary, $20,000 to a traditional 401k, you'll be taxed on the remaining $80,000. The money, both contributions and earnings, grow tax-deferred until you withdraw it. At that time, withdrawals are considered ordinary income, and you must pay taxes at your current tax rate at that time. Next, we have the Roth 401k. This is also an employer-sponsored account funded with post-tax dollars. So if you contributed 20% of your $100,000 salary, or $20,000, you'll pay taxes on the full salary amount, in this case $100,000. However, since taxes are already paid, both your contributions and any earnings grow tax-free. So when you retire, withdrawals from the Roth 401k, including earnings, are tax-free. In 2023, participants can contribute up to $22,500 per year to a traditional or a Roth 401k, with an additional $7,500 catch-up contribution allowed for folks over the age of 50. Many US employers offer 401 contribution match, where they match a portion of your contribution up to a certain percentage of your salary. This is usually about 3 to 5%. So aim to contribute enough to get that full match from your employer. Remember, there are yearly limits for 401k contributions. So max out your 401k only if it fits your financial situation. If you have high interest debt and no emergency fund, you'll want to tackle that first. So to see what order you should invest into these types of accounts, you can check out my video over here. Next, we have the individual retirement accounts, known as IRAs. IRAs are retirement savings accounts that help U.S. households prepare for retirement. So unlike the 401ks, IRAs aren't tied to your employer, giving you the freedom to open and manage an IRA independently. The 2 primary types of IRAs are traditional and Roth. Traditional IRAs let you make tax-free contributions, but when you withdraw it during retirement, these distributions are taxed. So if you made $100,000 and you added $6,000 into this account, you'll be taxed on $94,000. The catch here, upon retirement, when you start withdrawing from this IRA, taxes will be due on both the contributions and any earnings that you make. For Roth IRAs, contributing $6,000 to a Roth means you'll pay taxes on your entire $100,000 salary for the current year. The silver lining here is that your contributions and any earnings within the Roth IRA grow tax-free. This means no taxes are owed when you make qualified withdrawals during retirement. In 2023, the contribution limit for both is $6,500 or $7,500 if you're 50 or older. However, be cautious about early withdrawals. If you're under 59.5, you might face a 10% tax penalty. So the decision between a traditional and a Roth IRA often hinges on your tax expectation. Pay now or later. If you anticipate being in a higher tax bracket during retirement, a Roth IRA might be a better choice. However, if you foresee a lower tax bracket in retirement, a traditional IRA would be more beneficial. There are a number of reasons why you would choose an IRA. IRAs provide a diverse array of investment options such as stocks and bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs. Next, it provides flexibility. With providers like Fidelity and Vanguard, you can get affordable investment choices tailored to your goals. Third are some tax perks. Notably, Roth IRAs have no mandatory withdrawals, ideal for long-term growth or inheritance plan. Beneficiaries also enjoy tax-free payouts. Next, we have the health savings account. Think of the health savings account as your first aid kit for your finances. This account is designed to help you set aside funds for medical-related expenses. But its true power lies in its dual role as an investment vehicle. The standout feature of the HSA is its triple tax benefit. The first tax benefit is your contribution. Your HSA contributions are made pre-tax, reducing your taxable income. So for instance, if you earn $60,000 annually and you contribute $3,000 to your HSA, you only be taxed on $57,000 for that year. Second is growth. The money in your HSA grows tax-free thanks to interest and other earnings. And third is withdrawals. When you use the funds for qualified medical expenses, those withdrawals are tax-free. So unlike the traditional 401ks or IRAs where you're taxed upon withdrawals or Roth accounts that tax you upfront, HSAs offer tax-free benefits when used for medical-related purposes. So to be eligible for an HSA, you need to be enrolled in a high-deductible healthcare plan. These plans aren't for everyone, but they're the only way to access HSA's benefits. In 2023, you can contribute up to $3,850 as an individual or $7,750 as a family. And HSAs aren't just for doctor visits or prescriptions. They cover a broad spectrum of medical-related expenses, from sunscreen to contraceptives. So in summary, the HSA is more than just a savings account. It's a financial tool with unmatched tax advantages. There's nothing out there like this. So if you want to learn more about HSAs and the best accounts, then you can check out my video over here. Next, we have the taxable brokerage account. A taxable brokerage account helps you reach mid to long-term financial goals. So unlike your 401ks, IRAs, or HSAs, they don't have the same tax perks, but these accounts are advantageous for the following reason. First, you use your post-tax money for contributions, and any investments gained are taxed. If you keep an investment for over a year and you profit, you benefit from typically lower long-term capital gains tax. So anywhere between 0 to 20% based on your income in 2023. These accounts are flexible with no annual contribution limits or withdrawal penalties. While it's ideal to maximize contributions to your tax advantage accounts first, don't overlook other financial goals, such as your medium and long-term goals. So depending on your objectives and when you need to access your funds, investing in a taxable brokerage account can be a strategic long-term move. But be mindful of the associated costs, including brokerage fees, maintenance fees, and any type of expense ratios over time. And here's a bonus, the 529 savings account. For parents, consider the 529 savings account to help with your child's education costs. Here's why you would want to invest in this. Your contributions grow tax-free, and there's no federal tax on withdrawals for qualified educational expenses. Second, many states offer tax breaks for contribution, giving extra savings. And third, it's flexible. If one child doesn't need all the funds, you can switch beneficiaries. These contribution limits vary state by state, ranging anywhere from $235 $25,000 to $550,000. Starting early with a 529 leverages compound interest, helping tackle rising education costs. Plus, you get a variety of investment options from stocks and bonds to mutual funds and ETFs. Friends, if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. We've journeyed through the essential accounts to streamline your finances. Mastering these is key to smart money management and wealth building. And it's a lot, but remember, the key is just to get started. And as always, do your homework and consider expert advice. Now, if you're struggling to fund these accounts, ask yourself, is it your high expenses or are you not making enough income? For more insights around expenses, you can catch my next video here on 7 things the rich don't invest in. And if you're looking to boost your income, then you can check out my other video on 7 streams of income millionaires use. Remember, in the world of finance, knowledge is your superpower. See you in the next one.